What the? What on earth? What were you doing in there? You guys are crazy, I swear. What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Dion and you're watching Reptiliatus. Friends, I'm honored to be welcoming you back to the 5th installment of the Project Mini Dragon series. Now, if you're not familiar with what that is, you definitely want to look into watching the full playlist so you bring yourself up to speed. Friends, you'll recall that in part 4 of the series, we took the 6 newest skinks to Dr. Brown for a health check and to see if they needed any medical treatment, as I was certain several of the animals were declining in health and not eating. Dr. Brown explained the signs of poor health he was looking out for and also emphasized just how affordable medication can be to help break down some of the stigmas and fears surrounding bringing reptiles to the vet. He weighed each animal, labeled them accordingly, and explained to me that he decided that since they were all originally wild-caught skinks, as most of them are in the trade, he wanted them to undergo parasite treatment to rule that out. The animals were prescribed an antibiotic called metronidazole, which is an anti-protozoal medication, as well as panicure or fenbendazole, which is a medication used to treat gastrointestinal parasites such as pinworms and roundworms. Dr. Brown was concerned about some red blushing he noticed on the ventral sides of 2 of the skinks, so he wanted those to be prescribed an antibiotic called ceftazidime, which would be used to treat the potential bacterial infection in the bloodstream. This would be administered subcutaneously between the skin and muscle tissue. So as of today, it's been 21 days since initial treatment started. Weeks of medicating, weighing the animals, feeding them, and sneaky recordings with the camera to monitor what they're up to. You're most definitely wondering, how are our 6 toothless looking friends doing? Well, let's start by going through the treatment process. I want to say real quick that if you guys are new to the channel, I make videos about specialty pets such as reptiles, amphibians, and different kinds of cool invertebrates. So if that's something you're interested in learning about, definitely consider subscribing down below and then not forgetting to ding that little notification bell afterwards so that YouTube notifies you of every time I post a video. I post videos every Tuesday and Friday most of the time, so you can look forward to enjoying more related content. When it came to administering the metronidazole and the panicure, I would prepare the doses ahead and then one by one just administer the medication orally to each of the 6 skinks. Now, administering needle injections to animals isn't fun, but I would argue that administering these oral antibiotics to these skinks was probably 5 times worse, and that's because they have such a lack of willingness to open their mouths, and I always feel terrible using the guitar pick to get their mouths pried open before administering the medication. There really isn't too much way around this, and you just have to do it. How's that? Not good, I'm sure. Don't worry. Put you here and then put you back home right away. Beefy one. Okay. Friends, the payoff for all this stressful administering of medication is that a few of my camera traps captured this. And that's all I need to see to be happy. One of the skinks that wasn't thriving, going into a food dish and grabbing zoophobia or superworms. I can't explain how much joy it brings to someone when they see an animal they own that wasn't thriving grabbing food out of a dish after scrolling through 3 hours of recorded footage to see if any of the animals ate. I really wanted to make a habit out of weighing the animals between each treatment. So, to minimize stress, every time I had to handle them to administer the medication, I would take advantage and weigh them afterwards. What was really nice to see is that some of the animals that were in the poorest condition literally doubled in weight within about 15 days. A clear indication that they were now eating and also putting on some healthy weight. Now that makes me very happy because this skink previously weighed 12 grams before we started treatment. 12 grams. And now what do they weigh? 21. Oh, I'm so happy. All right, let's get you your antibiotics, buddy. Yes. Wonderful, wonderful. And we'll put you back in your enclosure. I also want to take a quick moment to thank my 2 newest patrons on the channel since last video. Thank you so much to Justin, and thank you so much to Alice for becoming my newest channel patrons over on the Patreon platform. Your support and viewership means so much to me, and I thank you for choosing to make the decision to give monthly contributions to the channel and supporting the animals and making this a sustainable endeavor. So thank you very much. And if you're interested in learning about how you can support Reptiliatus channel for as little as $2 a month, you can check out the link down below to see what perks you unlock for the different tiers of support. Thanks so much for your consideration. Alright guys, let's get back to our video. Again, a sincere warning to those viewers who have a phobia of needles. I do apologize. I'm doing everything I can to give ample warning of when to pause the video and where to skip to so that you don't miss too much of it. Okay everybody, so as you know we have to do 5 treatments of the ceftazidime, and that went pretty well. Medicine was stored in the freezer, and as such, a small amount of air was left in with the dosage that had to be removed before injecting the animal. I always feel bad injecting these guys, but they really cooperated nicely, and you have to always remember that you're doing it for their well-being. Once the antibiotic is defrosted, I give it a good tap so that it shakes most of the fluid to the bottom of the syringe. This will facilitate forcing the air out without expelling the medication itself. Okay. Every time we inject the needle, we draw out first to ensure that we haven't hit a vein. If it's clear, we're good to go. Okay, beautiful. Needles in, draw back, and there. Who knows what she went through, poor thing, but she's looking a lot better too. Put on a few grams, so it's so great to see the animal so much more alert. All right, no added stress necessary. All treated, everybody, so that'll be it. They'll be set, and the treatment's done. Friends, I'm so excited to share this footage with you. As you can see, the lights just went out, and using my night vision camera, I'm able to document the least healthy of the group of skinks coming out in its crepuscular activity as they are to look for food. And what you'll see here is the animal is going to approach the feeding dish full of superworms and take one to feed itself, further showing why it's going up in weight, because it has now developed a healthy appetite. This animal is gaining healthy weight, and that is exactly what we want to see. It is indicative of the progress being made thanks to the medicating that we've been doing. And friends, with that being said, I'd like to ask you all for today's question of the day. Have you ever had a pet in your care that you felt was doing so poorly it wasn't going to make it, but thankfully, by the grace of your efforts and loving care, it came round and started thriving for you? I would love to hear these encouraging stories in the comment section down below. As always, I'll give your comment a heart and we can engage in a little bit of a conversation. Thank you so much. Well, friends, there you have it. I sincerely hope you enjoyed watching today's video. As you can see, there's a lot of progress that's been made on the animals, and you also saw that we're fortunate enough to have actual documented footage of these said skinks grabbing worms out of dishes and other prey items that insinuates that they're starting to thrive. They're eating regularly, and we can assume that they'll continue to put on more weight. We'll keep weighing them and ensure that that weight continues to progress to a healthy level, and if necessary, they'll go back to Dr. Brown for a follow-up checkup. With that all being said, I want to thank you all so much for your support and viewership, and I cannot wait to see you all next Tuesday for the next video. So, if you want to see more videos pertaining to red-eyed crocodile skinks, check out the playlist up above. Otherwise, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys all next Tuesday. Take care, everybody. Bye.